Hi everyone, I'm Attila Borbath, co-founder and CEO of Synergia Medical. We developed a neo-VNS, a new approach with optoelectronic for vagus nerve stimulation in order to help epileptic patients. Epilepsy is a big problem in our society, and as you can imagine, 1/3 of the patients are drug resistant. That means that they don't answer to any medication. So that means that in their life they can have a seizure at any time, anywhere, at work, at home, even while driving a car. So there is a solution for a part of them, which is brain surgery, and for the less than 40%, the last option is neural stimulation. So there is a treatment option, but the current treatment have major limitations. The first limitation is that there is only one type of stimulation for all the patients. There is no personalization. The second limitation is that there are many technical constraints. One of them is that the metallic component doesn't allow MRI scans, and a non-rechargeable battery generates multiple replacements during the lifetime of the patient. Last but not least, there is only one supplier out there for neural stimulation to treat epilepsy, drug-resistant epilepsy, and it has only 14% of market penetration. So we do have a solution. We have developed neo-VNS, the industry first, excuse me, optoelectronic neurostimulator that gives the ability to deliver targeted and personalized stimulation to the patient, and also that enables safe MRI to the patient. How do we do that? We have developed optical fibers that are replacing the classic electrical wires and a non-metal pulse generator that allows us to deliver personalized treatment and to be safe and easy to use in MRI and functional MRI. Secondly, we developed a fast and efficient rechargeable battery, less than 15 minutes every week. That means that we are able to obviously increase the device lifespan, but also to divide by 3 the replacement surgery costs, which is very important. We are very patient-centric and increase the efficacy through tunable stimulation and multiple sensing capabilities with the IPG. And finally, we improve dramatically the quality of life of the patient and the safety by developing also ultra-small device, user-friendly remote controls and alarms. When we created the system, we thought that we would bring a value proposition for each stakeholders, obviously the patient, with optimized and personalized neurostimulation parameters, improve quality of life. The physicians, we have developed an artificial intelligence-assisted patient treatment and monitoring, and we are able to understand the drug resistance epileptic patient through the ability to correlate neurostimulation parameters with brain activity. Of course, at the hospitals, there will be fewer patients left without a solution, and also reduce personal workload and surgical cost. Finally, society has an impact as well by removing worries, stress, stigma, and also reducing the healthcare cost by circa 50%. It's a huge potential market. 65 million people affected worldwide. 500,000 every year are diagnosed in USA and Europe. It's the 4th most common neurological disease worldwide. And we have estimated the serviceable, obtainable market to be around $20 billion with 1.15 million patients. It is obviously also a market that has a potential scale-up opportunities. As I said, there is only one player out there, and when we look at all the advantages that we bring compared to what is existing, we definitely say that we have a disruptive technology that answers many problems that are around. Obviously, there are other industry players like Neuropace and Medtronic, but their system to treat epilepsy, it's much more invasive than ours. For the other players, they are not treating epilepsy or not even doing vagus nerve stimulation. Today, we have some strong preclinical validation. So that means that we have done in vitro validation first. As you understand, optoelectronic system is quite new. It's a first ever system that will be implanted. So we had to actually bench test the functionality. So with a photovoltaic cell converter, we are able to stimulate the nerve with electricity. Having non-metallic fiber optics replacing the electrical wires and non-metallic casing, we had to test the MRI safety completely. That has been done also on bench test. Then we started animal studies with small animal first, rats, simulating the sciatic nerve of a rat successfully with electricity. And since more than a year, 1.5 years, we are now doing large animals. So we have 20 sheep that have been already implanted with our system, and we have been able to prove the safety, the implantability, the biocompatibility, and the functionality of a neo-VNS system. So leveraging on all this animal data, we are now currently running a GLP study on approximately 30, exactly 30 sheep, according to FDA requirement. And the goal is to start a first-in-human feasibility study by end of this year that will prepare us for a pivotal study and filing the IDE with the FDA. So it will be a randomized controlled trial of 2 years that will lead us to the market approval, CE marking, and FDA approval by end of 25. Of course, we do have competing financials. We have done our homework to see if the device has the possibility to being reimbursed. We have the code for reimbursement, and we establish a pricing for USA and Europe. We will be cost effective. We'll be reducing, as I mentioned before, the healthcare cost by 50%. And we have a very compelling cost of goods, which allows us to reach a gross margin that is very interesting. For that, we will also plan to raise money. We are preparing a Series B of around 20 to 25 million euros. Of course, there is many other opportunities. VNS is also able for depression, but for DBS, we have also Parkinson's disease. That is important to understand that our technology allows to address all those markets. We have a strong team. I co-founded the company with myself and Pascal Doguet, who is the inventor of other implantable technologies. One of them was acquired by Synergia Medical, now is LivaNova. We have world-renowned advisors. That is medical advisory board is chaired by Professor Dr. Levy, who is the immediate past president of the International Neuromodulation Society, and our chairwoman, Sophie Barhat, is the former general manager at LivaNova. I think it's over, but that's a summary of my presentation, and I thank you very much.